So, boys, I'm gonna be reviewing Bryan Jhonnson video. Change his phone settings now. Now the thing is, this guy appears on my For You page so much. Like, I want to watch a normal video, Bryan Jhonnson appears. So I don't know what this guy is doing with his marketing. What he's doing really well. It appears everywhere. All right. So yeah, I think this video can be interesting. You guys can learn from this. So I believe this is a good video. Let's start reviewing. And I'll be very honest. I'm gonna give my advice uncensored, literally what I believe. So let's start.
4 hours and 37 minutes on their phone each day. That's 70 full days every year. Now, over a lifetime, that's over 14 years.
Well, it's digital fentanyl in the sense that it's highly addictive.
The average teen gets more than 200 notifications on their phone in 24 hours.
These days, screen time seems to be all the time.
Every one of those moments quietly chipping away at your sleep, your health, and your focus. In that context, it makes sense that changing how you use your phone is one of the biggest levers on improving your health. This is a step-by-step guide on how to protect yourself and retake control. Your phone is like the frog in the pot of the slow.
All right, so I don't know, the video just started, but the thing is, boys, he's very good at he's talking about this. Like, don't use your phone all the time, but also if you use your phone in some productive ways, you're doing some work, or maybe you're just talking to some people and not just dumb scrolling, I think it's all right. All right.
Boiling water quietly.
So it's more how you use your phone than when, because you can use your phone all day, do some important stuff in there, talk to people, but you waste your time on the phone, right? So that's okay.
Ruining your sleep.
But if you do watch TikTok all day or play video games on your phone, stop that.
Staring at the blue light from your phone suppresses the sleep hormone melatonin, and it spikes the stress hormone cortisol. This makes it harder for you to fall asleep. Even if you do fall asleep quickly, the quality of your sleep will actually be worse. Here is the first fix. Activate night shift or Android bed mode. This shifts blue enriched light to warmer tones, pushing light below the 30 lux threshold, which preserves melatonin. But this doesn't eliminate blue light completely. To totally eliminate the blue light, you want to...
This is some fucking nerd shit, bro. Don't do that, alright? That's pretty weird. What you can do instead is just put your fucking phone down if you want to sleep, right?
Activate red light mode. Now this is helpful if you need to check your phone for something urgent at night. So here's how you can set it up on the iPhone. Go to Settings, Accessibility, Display and Text Size, Color Filters. Turn on color filters, then choose color tint. Set the intensity and hue sliders all the way to the right to make the screen red. You can also engage this again with a triple tap on the side button. Go back to Settings, Accessibility, Accessibility Shortcut. Select color filters as the shortcut. Red mode now activated. The next problem is how most of us hold our phones.
And just the way you're holding the phone could be causing you some serious pain.
If your neck feels sore after holding your phone, that's your spine screaming for help. A 2014 paper showed that tilting your neck at 45 degrees increases the load on your cervical discs from around 10 pounds to around 49 pounds of force. Doing this routinely caused a 46% increase in reported pain. Fixing this is kind of hard.
I mean, those things are very, very obvious and everybody knows them. But unless you start showing them the real fucking, I want to say benefits, I don't know why, the real risk of this, they're actually going to start holding their phone way healthier.
Because we're not naturally acclimated to holding our arms up. Now this also applies to laptops. You want to have your screen at eye level. You do not want to be looking down. Friends, this is what I do. It doesn't draw any attention. Men, avoid stashing your phone next to your boys.
You might have heard that carrying your phone in your pocket can reduce your testosterone level.
I also heard that like many years ago. I'm not sure if that's true, if there are any studies on that, but whatever.
And sperm count, and guess what? That is
probably it is because it drives you some type of wounds that basically, I don't want to go too much in details, but he's probably doing something bad.
True.
A lot of men carry their phone in their front pocket, not realizing that it may affect their fertility. A meta-analysis of 18 studies showed that proximate phone RF lowered sperm motility and viability. Just a little distance lowers your exposure by orders of magnitude. Next, you want to cap your volume at 80 decibels.
All right, so there were actually some studies. It wasn't just some bullshit online. I mean, guys, just don't keep your phone as close to your, all right, as much as possible. So I guess this is actually probably the best advice yet so far. And with the posture shit.
I hear you. Sometimes you just want to crank it up because it feels so good, or you're listening to music and you want to override the street noise or a crowd. But what you may not realize is you're entering the danger zone for hearing loss. Sound is measured in decibels, and for
Also, something like this very, very obvious, and just don't listen to very loud music, I guess. It's very, very obvious.
40 hours a week, you can safely listen up to 80 decibels. Now push that up to 90 decibels, and the safety zone reduces to 4 hours. That's when you start risking hearing loss. Earbuds can easily hit 100 decibels on max volume, meaning just 15 minutes of that exposure can cause hearing damage. If you're doing this, you'll notice your hearing getting worse and worse until one day you get a ringing in your ear that just won't go away. Okay, so here's some solutions. In your phone settings, you can enforce an 80 decibel cap. Now for external noise, it's going to...
So this is a very good advice, but that's probably gonna be annoying in the gym. Like literally, you're just about to hit a PR, you basically up your volume a bit to be fired up, and then it goes back down because you set it up. So I mean, yeah, this is healthy overall. It might be annoying, but if you want to keep your ears healthy, do that.
exceed those safe levels, some earbuds and headphones
I'm not gonna do that, but I sure keep my ears healthy and I try to not give as much sound decibels in my brain, so it's okay.
have noise cancellation. Next, when you get in the car, switch on Do Not Disturb. Driving is probably the most dangerous thing all of us do on a daily basis. When your phone is notifying you as you drive, that makes things sketchy. Sending or reading a text
I'm gonna give you a better advice. Keep your phone and do not disturb every single time, like all day. Why? Because when you can get your phone and look at the messages, look at the calls and everything, that's your time on the phone. But if you're like, for example, working and you have your phone in do not disturb, you're always just gonna be, oh shit, a notification from Instagram or notification from WhatsApp. Let's see what's going on. No, just keep that shit on do not disturb every single day, all day, right? Because just simply make the work way easier. And then when you decide to open your phone, start checking messages, checking some apps, then that's the time when you're just fully locked in on the phone. So I believe this is a just way better strategy in life to just keep it on do not disturb always. This is what I do, so just do it always.
takes your eyes off the road for as much as 5 seconds. At 55 miles an hour, that is the equivalent of driving the length of a football field blind. Even glancing at a notification increases your crash risk by 4 to 6x. In 2022 alone, over 3,500 deaths were related to these distraction-related events. So the solution here is to turn on Do Not Disturb with CarPlay and Android Auto. Alternatively, you could put your phone in the glove box, in the bag, or somewhere where you can't see it. Next, text with both
All right. I'll be honest. That's a bit extreme. I think you can just keep it there, but just don't watch it all the way while you drive, I guess.
thumbs, or use voice dictation. Here's a quick one. Case reports suggest using one thumb may give you tendinitis. So the options are use what evolution gave you, 2 thumbs, your voice, or don't text. Next, you dirty animals, wipe your screen.
Oh yeah, all right. I think I get what he said. You have to fucking do it fast. All right. When you get your phone, don't take like a fucking monkey. 1, 2, 3. Now I write this wrong. This word wrong. Let's delete it. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Now I have to write it again. Like, bro, don't be fucking slow at it. All right. I think this is what he said. And if you didn't, then just listen straight up from me. Right. Be fast. All right. Voice or just straight up fast writing. Even with what hand, if you can be fast, sure, but just be very fast at it.
Daily
In general, this is very good.
with microfiber and 70% alcohol. Phones are pretty disgusting. Researchers at the University of Arizona found that phones have 10 times more bacteria than toilet seats. Just
Yeah, so this is so true, but I'm gonna be honest, all right? It's not the same bacteria that we actually find there. Like, would you rather just, I'm not gonna say anything gross, so just know that it's not the same bacteria as on those toilet seats. So don't feel so disgusted about your phone, But surely there are 10 times more bacteria on your phone. Sure. But it's not the same bacteria, right?
It's like you've learned to wipe your ass, learn how to wipe your phone with microfiber and 70% alcohol. Now, if you haven't heard of the 20-20-20 rule, you're really missing out.
An easy solution
Never heard of it.
is to adopt the 20-20-20 eye care habit.
20-20-20 rule?
The 2020 rule. 2020 rule.
Now, if you're staring at your screens for hours, you're focused on a close-up object. It dries your eyes and leaves them irritated. Over time, this causes temporary nearsighted blur. Okay, so here's the 20-20.
By the way, boys, this is not healthy. Don't drink this. But I'm just very transparent with you guys. I'm not gonna pause the video, go drink this, and be like, I'm very healthy. No, I'm actually drinking this and it's not healthy. But at least I'm honest.
20 rule.
But don't believe that I'm like just eating junk food all day, alright? So I'm actually very healthy, but it's just a little drink.
For every 20 minutes you stare at a screen, for 20 seconds, stare at something 20 feet away. All of these things, of course, are a band-aid on the wound, which is how much time you actually spend on your phone every day. So how can each of us stop or less?
Let me give you a better advice. How about go in the sun? How about leave your phone on the table and go in the sun? That's gonna make it 10 times better. You get sunlight, you get refreshed, even from work. Just take a 5-minute break, step outside for a second, come back. You're 10 times ready to work harder. All right, so it's very, very good to do that. Just take 5 minutes out. Or if you don't live in a place where you can just go and get sunlight, I don't know, just find a way, dude.
Then our addictive, compulsive use of our phones. Eliminate all notifications. They constantly interrupt everything we're doing.
This is why I keep it on Do Not Disturb. I actually have my phone right there. Usually I have it on my desk, but it's upside down, so even if I get a notification, I don't look at it. If somebody calls me, sorry, I'm working. I cannot respond now. I don't care.
Did you know that it takes
Maybe after the work is done.
the average person 23 minutes to regain focus after an interruption? Eliminate all notifications. X, IG.
All right. This is also the advice that he's giving. What the fuck? The advice that he's giving is actually very good also for productivity. Not only, oh, I'm gonna be healthier and I'm not gonna use my phone as much.
TikTok. Although, do enable Bryan Jhonnson notifications on YouTube. Only allow messages from those who are actually useful to you in case of an emergency. After 1 week alone, you will feel calmer and at greater peace. Okay, now if you absolutely need to enable certain strategic notifications, don't do that either. Now, if you find that your compulsive, addictive habits to the phone are stopping you from turning off notifications, there are actually apps that block entirely the apps.
Yeah, I know about them actually. I do spend some time on TikTok, but I have a setting in there where I can just block the screen at 30 minutes or at 1 hour. However, I keep it at 30 minutes a day. So when the 30-minute limit comes, boom, the phone is blocked. All right, for using TikTok. And from then I can either put the password and keep going looking at TikTok at some bullshit, or keep posting maybe because I post. Or I can just leave the phone and say, all right, this is enough time on TikTok. I can just do whatever else.
I think we all need this. There was a study that showed that addictive behaviors on checking it predicted mood disorders like depression much more than just raw minutes. So the way you engage with the phone actually is predictive of your mood. There are apps like Opal and OneSec.
Yeah, but also what you watch on that phone is also very important. You watch some bullshit depressing shit, so motherfuckers being angry, you're gonna be angry, you're gonna feel depressed. Watch some guys like me, you're gonna feel so much happier. It's the reality, right?
Which help you manage your access of these apps that you find addictive and compulsively compelling. But there's also some other creative solutions like this company called Brick. You have this device that sits somewhere in your home. If you want to get access to a certain app like Instagram, you have to go to the device and scan it, then it opens up the app. So people are less likely to do that because you probably don't want to get up off the couch. Now this may sound extreme, but honestly, we all know it's kind of true. This
is actually very good, but